What's going on, Lock Top family? It's your boy Jason. I'm back for another YouTube video breakdown. We got two MLB playoff games. Might be the last one for one of these teams, but let's get straight into it. But before I go off, give me a subscribe, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'm only up here to give you guys all the value I can for absolutely free. But of course, guys, we do have a premium, which absolutely smacked yesterday. We went 3-0 in the NFL. We had one player in the MLB. I had the Mets money line. So we had a great day. We also had a two-teamer with this right here. So if you guys do want to get on any of these, let me know. And you might see something in the beginning right here, in the middle of the screen right here. My boys, Daily Grind Fantasy. I'm going to show you how to use their app. It's not behind me right here. It's an application that's perfect for player props, and wait until the NBA season comes back. We're going to absolutely use this tool like crazy. But if you want 25% off, just use code LOCK on that link down below. And I'm going to show you a play that we can use using this tool directly from it. But before I do that, let's just go talk about the games. And at the very end, I'm going to go through the tool very quickly. So let's get straight into it, guys. First game I'm going to talk about is at 5 p.m. the Dodgers against the Mets. Yeah, man, look. This is going to be very tough for me. Like, these games are hard. I've said it from the beginning. Playoff games are tough because teams make adjustments. They're going full steam. Pitchers will get pulled out if they do bad. If they're killing it, they're going to stay in there for as long as they can so they don't have to use the bullpen. But obviously, the Mets, their back's against the wall. It's a 1-3 series. The Dodgers win. It's over for the Mets. Mets are staying home. So David Peterson's on the mound. He's done pretty good. He's actually been my Achilles heel in the MLB. I've faded him, and I've gotten crushed every single time. But the Dodgers got Jack Flaherty, who we've killed, and we've crushed betting against him. We bet on him a few times, so Flaherty's treated us pretty good so far, whether we bet with him or against him. But the one thing I will say is the Mets have already seen this guy. And the Dodgers have also, I believe, seen Peterson coming out of the bullpen, or have seen him before already in the series. So, look, I mean, the Dodgers bats are super hot. I mean, even without Freeman some games, I mean, Mookie Betts been smoking it. Ohtani's been killing it. Ohtani and Mookie hit like they've been hitting. I mean, I don't know too many teams that could beat them, especially with how good the Dodgers bullpen really has been. I mean, they've been one of the strongest bullpens in the whole playoffs. I mean, they've really surprised me. I think that's the reason why, besides how good their bats have been, they beat the Padres, and they may beat the Mets today. The question is, will they finish it off today? I think it's tough to pick a side for me just because the Mets have already seen Flaherty. Granted, I think Flaherty did okay in his last game against them. Let's take a look, because obviously we can take a look. So let's take a look at his earned runs. So last time against the Mets, yep, he blanked them. No earned runs, nothing. He got, let's see how many strikeouts. He got 6 strikeouts. And they projected him to go at least, let's see how many innings. Basically, into the 6th inning, he went through 7 innings last time against the Mets. So blank these guys. I mean, will he do good again? And that's the big question, because usually, on average, you give the bats an advantage if they're playing the same pitcher twice. So, I mean, look, he had an amazing outing. We will see. I mean, I think Flaherty has his work cut out for him for sure, though. I mean, Flaherty's strikeout stats are amazing. The Mets are pretty average in strikeouts. In terms of his outs, I mean, yeah, I mean, if he goes into 7, bro, I mean, that probably means the Mets are getting absolutely crushed. So if you want to bet on the Mets in some fashion, that you think they can get the Flaherty, I mean, there are ways you could play him. You could bet under on his outs. Looks like it's a -110 market either way. And then on the K's, I mean, he's a pretty good strikeout pitcher, obviously, but the Mets have been actually okay in this area. So, yeah, it's tough. Very, very tough, guys. I mean, Flaherty did a great job yesterday. He could only probably do worse. On the other side, David Peterson, left-handed pitcher. I mean, the Dodgers have been very good against everybody. I mean, honestly, they've been very good against everybody. Like, they've been crushing everyone. Dodgers in the last 30 days, 4th rank in the season. I mean, Peterson's been kind of average. I mean, I'm telling you guys, he's been my sore thumb. But, dude, I don't know. I mean, he came out of the bullpen, I think. I think he did come out of the bullpen, but maybe they don't record unless he's a starter. It's tough, man. I actually do think there could be runs in this game. I mean, I think the total under for this, let's see. Look at the first 5 innings Let's see. Result. I want total. There you go. First five inning total. Right now, I believe it's at 3.5. It's a little juice at -144, but it is tough, man. I mean, 3.5 is so low for 5 innings. Granted, I mean, it is cold in New York. The wind might be blowing in, but I think the Mets definitely have an opportunity to hit up Flaherty, and I definitely think the Dodgers can get to Peterson as well, given how hot these bats have been. I mean, the Mets are going to go all out. Their butts on the line. Not like the butts have not been in the line last game, a game that they needed to win just to give them a chance. But it's tough. It's tough for me to pick a side. I don't want to back Flaherty or Peterson. I think there could be an over in the first 5. I think both pitchers can give up some runs. So that's where I'll kind of lean. But for a game side, oh, man, I mean, I think I'll have to go with the Dodgers, but I don't love the pick. I think Flaherty could do well again, maybe give him 1 or 2 runs and the bullpen can come in. But I do think they can get to Peterson as well, the Dodgers. But yeah, tough game though. But I do think we can see runs in the first 5 at least, given the matchups, I think, in my opinion. But all right, the next game, a game I'm very upset about. I didn't have a bet for this game, but I am from New York, and I'm a Yankees fan. So if I don't have a bet, I want my Yanks to win. So very, very disappointing, man. Aaron Judge hit that bomb. Looks like he's fully back, and the Guardians came through at the very end and won that game. Luis Hill has not pitched in a while. Simply put, he has not pitched in a long time. So I'm very scared to see how well he actually does. He has not pitched since September 28th. So how's he going to do against this Guardians team who, I mean, they don't hit it with a lot of power, but they don't strike out that much. I think they present similar problems the Orioles gave to him when they gave him his worst game of his season, where he was perfect, right? I didn't expect him to be playing that well forever, but they absolutely crushed him. I think the Cleveland Guardians gave him some problems. Gavin Williams, he's not that great. I mean, I think the Yankees can also get to him as well. But if I had to pick a side, man, I think there is value with the Guardians. I think the Guardians have the better bullpen. I believe one of the Yankees bullpen pitchers may be hurt. So who do they have? I mean, Weaver, Holmes. Holmes looked terrible. Weaver's been their best guy. So if the game stays close in the first 5 innings, I don't know, man. I mean, I think the Guardians can pull off another victory and, make this a difficult one. So game side, I do like the Guardians at plus money. I think there's value to that. I would have said the same thing yesterday, and I unfortunately would have been right. I kind of wish I gave the Guardians as not the Mets, but it is what it is, man. I do think, however, another way you could play, I think there could be runs in this game as well. I think Gavin Williams can get hit up, and at the same time, I do think Luis Hill can also give up some runs as well. And not only that, I do think the Yankees bullpen can give up runs, and I think the Yankees bats have just been hot. So over Guardians is kind of 2 things I've been looking at in this game. But guys, for everyone who stuck around so far, I want to show you my guys, Daily Grind Fantasy, an amazing tool that you could use for player props. And I'm going to show you right now. So if you go onto the tool right here, they have a DFS optimizer. You go through all the different DFS apps and see where the best value is. So you don't have to really search it for yourself. You also can look at each of the lines, but they give you positive EV bets. Positive EV bets essentially means if you have a bet, let's say on FanDuel or DraftKings -165, if you get a better line or better odds on another book, that's positive EV. If you believe in efficient markets where the line is where it's at and that's where everyone's betting it at, if you get a -165 bet at -113, you will obviously take it. So if you guys do want to tail this on Daily Grind Fantasy, they have 2 bets that they mention as positive EV. Obviously, you would have to do your own research to see if you actually like the lines or not. But let's take a look. Jazz Chisholm to get a hit. He's -113 on Parlay Play when you do a 2-man lineup. -165 as a single everywhere else. Shohei Ohtani, -117 for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's -140, -150 on some other books everywhere else. So you put those 2 together, you can do it because they're 2 opposite teams. And you could do it on Parlay Play. If you do it on Parlay Play, you'll get a $100 bonus when signing up using our link down below. So I'd say try out Daily Grind Fantasy, get 25% off after your trial, and also go to Parlay Play, get a $100 bonus, use their money, place it on this 2-teamer right here, and I'll see you at the window, baby. So again, guys, thank you so much for tapping in. I gave you guys a bunch of looks. Take this 2-teamer, Put it on Parlay, play Jazz Chisholm, Shohei Ohtani. These lines don't exist anywhere else. It's the best places on Parlay, play. Put those two together. And shout out my boys, Daily Grand Fantasy, man. Let's go get another one, and I'll see you in the next video.